everybody. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned in to the NFL on EA Sports.
Thank you, Larry. Renamed in August of 2016, there's a look inside New Era Field here in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we get the season started with an AFC East tilt right off the bat between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. First and 10. Here's McCown. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. This is Bilal Powell. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up third.
Shaq Lawson's one of those guys that after a while you quit just trying to define him by a position. Defensive end, outside linebacker, doesn't matter. He knows how to get upfield and spill some plays.
So disruptive. What makes him so disruptive?
I think it's strength. If you see his upper body, I mean, he's got some strength up there and some really good hands, but he's got some surprise.
And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
Now that play will end up on the highlights, and you'll see it all over the place. But what you won't see, the offensive line that bought the extra time, that allowed for the big completion downfield, those guys made that play possible.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. 10 yards still left on second down. They go again with Powell. And not much running room. Down to the 32. Only a yard on the pickup there, so it leaves them needing a conversion here on third and a tough 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Preston Brown. In there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that'll lead to a fourth down. And now before they run this fourth down play, we're going to get a timeout. Here's the first carry for LaShawn McCoy. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Third and long. Taylor and company hoping to regroup after the sack.
Let's go.
Now it's Taylor. And again. Steve McClendon in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up 4th and long.
Brandon, what I remember most about playing with guys who knew how to rush the passer, they would just tell you, just cover people for me just long enough for me to get there. And that's exactly what happened on that play.
And it's fielded at the 34. They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The Jets making their way out. It's been a while since we've seen them in the postseason, back in 2010. But last year, Charles, 5-11, and some of the moves they made in the offseason suggest maybe this year could be a challenge as well.
I believe those moves you referred to were made to change the attitude, the atmosphere on the team, because they went into the draft and they got a couple of key guys that they've been counting on. Jamal Adams, a safety out of LSU. Marcus May, a safety out of Florida. They got younger, but they got more athletic back there. The tough part for them, still not solidified at the quarterback position.
And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I can never stump you on stats, but go ahead and let the people know. Who was second in the NFL in 2016 in yards per carry?
It was that man, Bilal Powell, right at 5.5.
He may have had to share some carries in the backfield with Matt Forte, but boy, he took advantage of his touches.
5 yards on the carry, good pickup on 1st down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on 1st down, I got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They got to feel pretty good about that one.
And he'll get 3 down to the 34-yard line.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On 3rd down, it's Powell. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. McCown now on 1st down. That's complete over the middle to Anderson. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet 1st down.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you go lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen. It takes a strong-arm guy who can rifle it in there, and they were able to successfully complete that one. And
they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air, let's see. 2nd and 9. Shotgun here for McCown. Dancing to his left. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a 1st down.
And we have to give credit to him for buying time and extending the play. But you know, there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, zero, nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
McCown going to throw, and he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Austin Seferian-Jenkins from 3 yards out, and the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. He'll start on the ground with McCoy. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game. You don't totally abandon it, but you try and give it a little bit of help.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. Give him 4 on the ground there. They're now left with 3rd and 6.
But you've got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively, and it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. Well, a well-executed blitz, no doubt. Great job by the linebacker. Maybe the quarterback, if he could have seen that, could have audibled there.
Yeah, he needed to be in a different play because that one just meshed perfectly for the defense. All the gaps were filled except for the one the offense really wanted to run through, and that was filled by a big man wanting to make a tackle.
And he made a great tackle. A reminder that later tonight we'll see the Giants and Cowboys battle in Dallas. Seems like they're always playing in Week 1. And then on Monday night, a doubleheader. Adrian Peterson, his first game with the Saints. He's already back in Minnesota to play the Vikings. And then a 10-20 start on the East Coast. It's the first game for the L.A. Chargers traveling to Denver.
A nice AFC West matchup. Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. Now McCown completes it to Powell. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
And he'll rumble for about 5, up close to the 40.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
McCown throwing on 2nd. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. McCown now on 1st down. Hauled in by Anderson, left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A really good pickup of 28 yards. here coming up at this and every halftime this season. We'll be checking in with Larry Ridley in Orlando for highlights and analysis of our first half.
LR, that's my man.
That's your guy. The intended target, the tight end, Austin Seferian-Jenkins. And that'll bring up second down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. McCown going to hand this one off to Powell, and he's going to take this one down to about the 23-yard line. It's a gain of about 3, but it's going to leave him with third and still 7 yards to go.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Open man is Stewart. It's complete. And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they could do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field, become dependable targets for their quarterbacks, and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack.
Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And this offense on third down today, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is third and goal. They fake the give to Forte. Now McCown. This will be caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Austin Seferian-Jenkins. Already his second touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty...
And the Jets set to take the field. And where the ball is now, you got the field goal pretty much in the bag. Now do you try for the end zone a couple of times?
I don't think there's any question about it. You might get a gift of 6 points rather than the 3 that you just noted that you feel like you already have. Be aggressive, go after it, and try and get those points.
And we are back here. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. So the offense takes the timeout. And now we're set to get going.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
From the gun, it's McCown. And this will be caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Robbie Anderson, as the first half is winding down. And the Jets find a way to... Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, though, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away.
Yeah,
Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see if the offense gets done. This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Throwing is McCown on third down. And he's got a new one. And he will have the first down as he's up to his 17-yard line. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down. Enunwa was the Jets' second leading receiver last year, had 58 catches, only one behind Brandon Marshall, who, of course, with the Giants now.
A breakout season for him, a big-bodied guy. Many thought that he was more restricted to moving the chains. Had an ability to get downfield and make big catches as well.
Enunwa's got it, complete. And he's able to get this one up to the 45-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Of course, the catch was nice, but how about what happened after? Able to stay on his feet and gain all that additional yardage. So many of these slot guys, I think, have running back in their background.
And he got blown up, losing yardage. On the play back at the 44.
Yeah, that was a safety that came through and made the play, but there's no doubt in my mind, he hits like a linebacker, and we see a lot of that in today's NFL, don't we?
And that time we do indeed. A big hit for a loss. McCown giving to Powell on the draw. And he'll get this across midfield to the 48. A nice job there as he rumbles for 9, and it'll be back to a 3rd and 3.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. The Jets on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Working from the gun, McCown. And that is incomplete. Well, the numbers have been good in the past. New York set to take the field. They were forced to punt last time. Now, I doubt sincerely that they'll have to punt here because they're gifted with terrific field position.
I don't even want to think about the idea that they would end up punting starting with this type of field position. Neither do they. Great starting spot, great opportunity to run your full playbook. They want to take a shot here, they can go ahead and do it. But he was stopped on that play. But he's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Faking the give to Powell. Now McCown. Got a man. It's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Quincy Enunwa from 3 yards out. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
You have fun with this one.
New York set to take the field. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. McCown to throw on second down. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. The Jets on third down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Throwing now is McCown. Letting one go deep for a noon walk. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And he'll return this one just shy of midfield to the 49.
Oh, and that's a nice job.
The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first. Tough start to the year for the Jets. So this trip to Buffalo, then at Oakland. Then they'll calm down a bit, come home for Miami and Jacksonville before heading to Cleveland in Week 5.
Opening with Buffalo on the road under new management, and then a Super Bowl favorite in Oakland. They've got to come out of those at least one.
Still throwing the football here, even with the big lead.
Yeah, I know you and I came up in a different era, and we think about sportsmanship and all that. Other people think about fantasy points and getting their numbers. That's all they care about right now.
All right, here we go. Blue line it. Blue line.
This is the running back, Powell. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
Over the middle, complete. That's Anderson. 23 yards on the play. They have the nice cushion. They just want to pour it on right now, still throwing the football.
And I know my background says, why do you need to do this? Just go ahead and run out the clock and get a win. But as many people pointed out to me, this is a video game, man. Go ahead and put the numbers up. Sportsmanship, not an issue.
Exercise those fingers. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Room here to run. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a first down.
On 3rd and short, not only did he get away from the rush and pick up a first down, he picked up a whole lot more than that. And how did he get it done? Evaded the rush, kept his poise. And then how about him directing traffic as he moved downfield to pick up extra blockers? A really nice run.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so. Time for a break. Back to finish it off on EA Sports after this. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away. They'll run again. Again, it's Powell. Powell with a first down and more. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's first and goal.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the fourth as it was way back in the first, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now. Good first step there defensively, but they're still knocking on the doorstep, so maybe another run here?
I think so. One of my favorite coaches used to say, son, if you can darn near...
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. What a difference a year makes so far, at least. These guys last place in their division a year ago. On the NFL scoreboard, they've gone to the...